early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular bombs burst, singing out, "Can't prove through the night that our flag was still there." Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
Well, hello and fabulous happy Monday to each and every one of y'all. It's Independence Day week, everybody, and we are celebrating World Radio League style. We'll tell you all about what we've got going on as far as sales go. But guys, it's Independence Day 250 for us here in the States. To all of you around the world, we love each and every one of you, but we are US-based company. And I tell you what, the America 250 has myself, James, and pretty excited. So we're going to celebrate in style. We'll have another song or two later on, as well as a couple of shout outs. But yeah, we've got a jam-packed show today. We've got the whole crew here today. James, Catalina, welcome in, guys. How is it in Georgia, James?
It is hot. We're actually under a heat advisory right now.
On here
Georgia.
too. Catalina, how is it there in Argentina?
Argentina is cold.
There you go. Yep. Rockets Radios, he nailed it here. I mean, this is how fast things are moving in the grand scheme of things. Muskets to AI in 250 years. That is really more of a sobering thought than a funny thought when you think about it. But it is absolutely, Independence Day week for us, and we're really excited. Catalina's excited.
Do you know, Andy, that
Independence Day Messi scored a record-setting goal last week, so she's still excited about that. So we're just having a good time here. Catalina, what was that? Go ahead, go again.
No, I was going to tell you that Argentinians' Independence Day is next week.
Oh, that's awesome!
Wow.
Yeah.
Great so is it? We're going to have to do an Argentina celebration next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we have plenty to talk about today. Field day recap. I mean, lots of field day recap. What an awesome field day for everybody. Earthquakes in Venezuela. This is a little bit more of a serious topic, but we want to cover this because there's some really important stuff going on there. Kind of adjacent to the ham radio community. New tech pool going live in just a few days. WRTC updates. We're just right around the corner from WRTC 2026. We'll show off a little bit of Morse mastery. We've had some updates on Morse mastery. We'll show some of that off. Really cool. We're going to talk a little bit about our Ham Radio Prep for Schools program. And if you are a teacher or teachers that are getting prepped for the coming school year, and you really want to do something ham radio related, stick around because we have some really awesome stuff to share with you. And we might be even talking a little bit about what's next for WRL after WRTC, because we have some really great stuff. WRL Ham Radio Prep, some really great stuff on the horizon. So just to get us kicked off here, I mean, what an awesome field day event, James. I visited 2 different clubs. What about you? What did you end up doing?
I had an awesome field day. I was here on the back end, fixing bugs, talking to users, making sure everything was running absolutely smoothly as possible, and trying to support you guys as best as possible. But I actually did get out and go operate. I'll show you guys my stats here in a minute. Awesome. I was able to go operate for a couple hours with the North Fulton group in Georgia, and they have a heck of a station. They had, over these soccer fields, they set up 2 giant 80-meter loops that were elevated using the stadium lights, and it was just an awesome station.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
We had a blast. Shout out to the guys from the North Fulton group, Mark, Dave. They really did it right.
Yeah, I've got some pictures too, but my trip was more outreach than technical support. The poor guys at Nexa decided not to use the World Radio League yet this year, so I pity them. But yeah, well, I had a great conversation with the guys there, and we're going to be doing some presentations probably, and reaching out, helping them set up. They have a kind of a school initiative thing going that we're going to hopefully be helping them out with. So really excited about that. Catalina, I'm assuming no, but I just have to ask, did you do anything at all for field day, ham radio related?
No.
Boo! No, I'm kidding.
All right, everybody give Catalina a thumbs down in the chat. Thumbs down in the chat for Catalina.
Vote Catalina to leave the live stream right now.
No,
yeah, if we get 100 likes, we'll kick Catalina off the live stream.
Please don't tell them that. I want 100 likes.
No.
If we get 200 likes, she can stay. Oh man, Dave, I see your comment in the chat. I missed you there, but I totally get it, man. No worries from my side. In fact, I think I saw you left me a message yesterday. I wasn't working yesterday, but yeah, absolutely no hard feelings from my side. Appreciate you had a, I appreciate you meeting with me and helping me get prepared for getting over there. But oh boy, we've got people saying Catalina gets a pass, people giving her thumbs down. So
Alan says she gets a pass. Doug says thumbs down. So we got a little battle over kicking whether we keep Catalina in the stream or not.
All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, yeah, absolutely. So James, what an awesome event. I finally got to try out one of those fancy headsets. It wasn't Heil. It was a really, really nice one though. And
you mean one
yes,
of
one of those.
Ooh, yeah, I can't believe how long I operated without a Heil headset. Once I got one, I should have gotten it 2 years ago.
It wasn't Heil brand. I don't really care at this point. I just, one of those headsets would be really awesome. So we'll see if we can save up a little budget to do that at some point. But I'm really excited for that.
Are those just for ham radio, or can you use those ones for, I don't know, listen to music?
They're specifically built for ham radio. So like the plug on them will specifically fit a radio. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. Cool. And it has to be specific brands of radios because each brand has a different mic input port on it. So it gets complicated. But yeah. Oh no, James. Your mom.
Oh
Your
no,
mom
mom!
decided
Come
to kick
on.
Catalina.
That
That's
destroyed
so
me.
funny.
I was
Maybe we
not
have to bring my
expecting
mom on the
that.
show.
She can't replace me. Well, Sherry, I will leave my place to you.
And
That's
mom,
funny.
Catalina was loving your social media post too. So
Yeah,
be nice.
today.
Be nice.
Yeah. Well, what we need to do, James, we need to get Valentina on here so that we can do the show in English, and Valentina and Catalina can do the show in Spanish,
Oh,
and just
That
like
would be
at
fun.
the same
that
time.
would be fun. That would be cool.
We can talk about series, movies. It's a totally different show.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. All right. So yeah, but yeah. So James, what was your experience? What did you learn new? Like what kind of an experience did you have? Looked like you landed up there, way up there at the top of the leaderboard to me.
Okay, so I'll share a couple things, and I'm gonna share my screen on some of this too. But here's some big news, guys. World Radio League, we tripled our numbers
That's
from
times
last year.
3.
Times 3. So last year we had about 700 participants. This year we had over 2,000 people using World Radio League for logging for field day. Last year we had just about 20,000 contacts for field day. This year we had over 60,000 QSOs logged with World Radio League for field day. So it was just absolutely amazing. And then I'm really proud that a lot of those people too were new hams that we were getting on the air for the first time, and just overall increasing the participation and the engagement in ham radio. Now, if you haven't checked this out yet, you can go into World Radio League, go to the contest page, and I'll share
some inside baseball there.
Oh yeah, we're going to show you guys on the live stream all the secret stuff today. You can go into the contest, and even though it's ended, you can still go take a look at this. And now some people, it's actually a little less than 2,000 because some people unenrolled after. And
we were all the way up to 2026. I don't know why people unenrolled.
2,000 participants, over 50. We need to fix this. It says live viewers. It's just actually the participants. We'll fix that. But over 50,000. It was actually over 60,000. And first place in FARL. That's my club, baby. We finished first on the leaderboard, which is absolutely incredible. I'll show you something that's pretty cool too. When you log into your account, I'll show you you can go to your field day log. And if you go to the stats page, if you were doing multi-operator, you can show the stats for each different operator. So let's see, if I switch to N0WRL, I did 132. My fastest hour was 56. I felt like it was a little faster than that. I want to break it down into 30 minutes because I had, field day gets so crowded on the band. It's like, you have people stepping on top of you, and sometimes you're going faster, sometimes you're going slow.
Your mom is proud, James. Your mom is proud.
Okay, well, she thinks that my mom thinks that 56 QSOs an hour is impressive. So that's what really counts, right? I'm trying to remember what Noah's call was, who was right on there before me. He might have actually gone and done a little bit more operating. So this guy had 97. So we had some good, this is just the SSB station. They were also doing CW and another station, and they were doing I think they were doing N1MM for that. So this isn't even their full complete logs. But look at that. He did 97 Qs, or he actually 100 QSOs he did in an hour. So that's a pretty good rate. So that's some cool statistics you guys can go in there and check out too. But thanks to everybody who used World Radio League and checked out Field Day with us. We had a blast, and we learned a lot too about things we can continue to improve.
Absolutely. Zach has a good point here. For Catalina, wouldn't it technically be Winter Field Day?
Yes, I'm on the opposite. Whenever it's Winter Field Day for you, it's Summer Day. Summer Field Day.
That's funny.
I will create the
Ron says lots of hard work on our end, tweaking at everybody in his club was impressed. That's awesome, Ron. Glad to hear it. So, okay, field day has ended. What do people need to do now that it's over to get their logs submitted, get those points? What do they need to do?
You need to submit those logs on the ARRL Field Day website. And fortunately, we make this super easy. So just go to your logbooks page in World Radio League, go here, hover over and do the export Cabrillo. They like the Cabrillo format. At first I thought it was ADIF, but they actually want the Cabrillo. Just click that export Cabrillo. This is also a time to get a great map share. It's just some contacts I did from home before I went to the club. I'm probably going to transfer the club contacts over from their account to my personal account, just to have the ones where I was the operator on there. That some of you guys might do something similar if you were operating World Radio League with a club. But Catalina is going to tell us more about the Monks for Map Shares program. But this is a great time to get some map shares and put them out on the socials and show people what ham radio is all about. And also maybe even win yourself a mug from World Radio League.
Absolutely. Yeah, get those map shares out, get those logs submitted. Yeah, it was quite an event. I wish I would have had more time to participate. I stopped by club and I was visiting family. We had a church meeting. I was visiting family in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. So we swung by the Bartlesville Amateur Radio Club and saw their setup, talked to a few of them, got some pictures there. Then drove 3 hours to Nixa, Missouri, or 2.5 hours or whatever it was. It's close to 3 hours, I think, to Nixa, Missouri. Saw their setup and operated with them for a few minutes, and it was really fun. So had a good time. I do wish I would have had more time to operate, maybe even from home a little bit, but it just didn't quite work out.
Yeah. Well, by the way, one last important thing I do want to share about Field Day is everybody that participated, all 2,000 of you guys, are going to get a new award on your profile for being a participant or a top finisher. You'll also get a really cool icon.
The America 250 theme of this thing. It's awesome.
The America 250 Field Day participant. And this will go nicely. I've been doing all of the field days and the winter field days since we've had World Radio League. So it'll go nicely on your profile as well. I mean,
I'm going to add an award to my profile because technically I participated, even though I didn't participate with my own call sign. So I'm
No.
So,
we can allow that.
No.
Zach says,
no.
Catalina, careful, or I'm going to put a thumbs down in the chat. No. Zach said Maggie and him absolutely cooked for Field Day. Highest QSOs per hour was 150, and Maggie hit 140. That's awesome, guys. Glad you had
Zach
so much fun.
Cooking.
I'm telling you, you got to touch the hat at Hamvention. Yep, it'll do it.
And I will also say, it wasn't, we learned a lot from this field day that we will take from future ones. I think Zach calls out a good one. The bigger interface, we're definitely going to work on that. And Zach has expertise in this area. So we really appreciate that, Zach. And we got to get some font sizes bigger in some areas. We also didn't.
Zach, we see your hint.
Yeah, we see your hint. We trust me, Zach. We haven't forgotten about you. And we also I'm trying. Someone else called out here. We needed to have the visualization that shows not just the states but each section as you work them off. We need to add that in, so we won't forget that next time.
Absolutely. So just a quick, I'm going to hit pause here real quick to say hello to Steve Cody. Steve is from South Texas. He's working on getting his ham license, and he's here to follow for now to see what he can learn. So Steve from South Texas, welcome. Go to hamradioprep.com, sign up for the technician license course, use code N0APX for 10% off. In fact, this week you can also use code Freedom250 for 10% off. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But yeah, go get a discount on, and you're going to want to upgrade to extra eventually. So just go ahead and get the package of all three while you're at it. It's cheaper that way. The one piece of feedback I've heard was not, man, I wish you guys didn't charge so much. It was, man, I wish I would have grabbed the whole package right from the beginning, because I did it anyway. And so, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and sign up, hamradioprep.com, download the mobile app. In fact, I'll play the Ham Radio Prep ad when we go to break here in a few minutes, so you can get a little bit more information about it. But yeah, download the Ham Radio Prep mobile app. It's an awesome way to study. So welcome in. Glad to have you here. If you want to throw any questions at all in the chat, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to just hang out and listen while you're here. So let's see here. We've got, I saw a comment here I wanted to hit. But Zach's got a good one here. Welcome, Steve. You come to the right place. This stream rocks, and this hobby is basically filled with folks who want to do nothing but help educate others. That's exactly right. It's it's where we love to help people and bring people into the hobby. So yeah, we're really always very excited about helping people. Absolutely. James, do you have anything to add to that there?
I'd say we got two things that we focus on here as an organization, which is getting new people licensed and into the hobby, and getting people more active on the air. And that's kind of how we measure ourselves. We see how many people can we help get their license and get into this amazing hobby, amazing service, and how many people can we get active and on the air. And and success story right here. Super Tech Boy 1 just got my tech license with Ham Radio Prep 2 weeks ago. Thanks. You are so welcome. Congrats.
Are so welcome.
That's amazing.
And
go on to general.
yeah, absolutely go for it. He also talks about taking the Ham Radio Basics course. So that's really, really awesome. So, and we've got people in Texas that are there and are very welcoming and want to help you out, Steve. So you've come to the right place for sure. Yeah. So that being said, that kind of brings us right into this our America 250 Freedom 250 sale. James, you want to tell us a little bit about that? What we got going on?
Yeah, well, we are running and coming up for America 250 and for 4th of July. We are running a promo right now, 10% off everything. That means Ham Radio Prep courses, bundles, everything at the shop, and all of your World Radio League memberships as well. So if you're a free World Radio League member and you've been thinking about, or you've been using it for free, look, if you guys who have been here on the stream for long enough, you know that World Radio League, you can use it for free for forever, and you can log unlimited contacts for free forever with unlimited cloud storage for all those contacts syncing across all your devices, which is really a first ever in ham radio. But if you want to become a member and support us, it's a great time. Just use code FREEDOM250 off of everything. We even have some pretty cool America 250 memorabilia on the shop.ham radio prep.
Just double checking. This code Freedom 250 is Ham Radio Prep courses, merchandise, World Radio League plans, everything.
Everything.
Awesome.
You got it. You got it.
Boy, you guys are just lighting the comments on fire today. We're never going to get through this whole
show.
Jagman 3795 says we were thrilled to have James. We were thrilled to have you at the NFARL Field Day phone station. We had a blast with you, and we had a blast, and you absolutely crushed it. Mark, Dave, Lee, and the North Fulton Amateur Radio League 2026. That's awesome.
I'm telling you, the North Fulton Club, they are absolutely incredible. They set it up, and it was, I got to work on the back end of World Radio League all morning, and then I walked straight into an air-conditioned station with an 80-meter loop in the air and an SSB running, and I operated for 3 hours. I mean, they had it. They absolutely had it.
Wow. Okay, hold the phone. Jacob AI5XR, my friend. It has been so long since I've seen you in the chat. Welcome back. I hope your skydiving excursions have been very much enjoyable, but we are so glad to have you back on the in the comments here, Jacob. Very glad to see you, my friend. Steve Cody just popped in and said he has been taking the course from Ham Radio Prep and his test is set for July 11th. That's awesome, man. Make sure you're studying with the new question pool. That's a perfect segue into our next topic, which we'll get to in just a second. Make sure you're studying with the 2026 through 2030 technician pool. Awesome, man. Awesome. Super Tech Boy says he's taking his general next. He's having fun with repeaters at the moment. Steve says he got the app and it makes it so easy to understand. So we'll get back to some of these field day.
A lot of Ham Radio Prep
minute.
students in the chat today.
Yeah, Super Tech Boy says he's glad he got the 3-course bundle. Benjamin Anderson says he's in Southeast Texas. If Steve Cody wants to reach out. While we're talking about this, James, why don't you just kind of give us a quick update on what's going on with the tech pool? When's the new question pool going live? And to kind of explain what that means exactly.
Okay. So for those of you guys who are not super versed in the ham radio license, the ham radio license questions change every 4 years. So the first level of ham radio license is the technician license. You have to pass them in order. And on this Wednesday, July 1st, all of the FCC exams have to use the new questions. That means if you are planning to get your ham radio license on July 1st or later, you have to study with the new question pools. If you're studying with the old question pools, or you pull up an old YouTube video or an old course, or somebody gives you an old book, you're studying with the wrong questions, and there's a good chance you're going to fail your exam because you studied with the wrong questions. And so we spent the entire first part of this year producing a absolute professionally produced course for the new questions. They're available today on hamradioprep.com. And I'm telling you, we really make it super easy. You can see the banner on the top of our website. If you want to see a free preview just to see what's different about our course, the reason we charge for our courses is because we have to spend a lot of money to make this high level of professional production so that it makes it easy for you guys to study and it makes it easy for you to understand and learn the concepts. We jam pack it with actual real clips that show you how to operate, so you're not just memorizing the answers, but you're also learning along the way. So
exactly, you learn so much with those.
Yeah. So I mean, in July 1st, don't accidentally go and study the wrong questions. Make sure you're studying the right stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Great call out there. So Super Tech Boy says he noticed that the app does not have all the games like the website does. He also says he wished the Ham Radio Basics course was available on the app. So kind of what's the difference between the mobile app and the web app, and kind of what's the way that all works together?
I would say, to be honest, the mobile app is a little bit better for most people because you can take it on the go. You can study on your phone. This is hilarious that my mom is joining today. I love it because she was talking to me this morning. She goes, it seems like you have to almost get the general license to do anything because everybody's saying that everything happens on HF. And it's kind of true,
Yeah.
It's kind of true.
Yeah.
But the app is great. There are a couple things that are available on the web that aren't on the app. Like there's a couple learning games and everything. But I would say the mobile app, the Ham Radio Prep mobile app, is really the way to go. It even tracks where you're struggling most and which questions you are struggling with, and it will give you your most difficult questions so you can really hone in. It's really easy to follow and well structured. So, I mean, I would, do both. If you purchase one, you automatically get access to the other. If you buy on the Ham Radio Prep website, you get free access to the app, and vice versa. So
absolutely. Just wrapping up a couple comments here. Timothy says got his general Ham Radio Prep a month ago and was able to use his privileges to make a few contacts on field day. It's incredible. Prep Ham Paul says his wife signed up Ham Radio Prep for tech and general level. That's awesome. She needs to talk to my wife. Jackman 3795 says thanks, James. Videos you and the group on the way. Field day videos. That's awesome. Mike says he's studying for extra right now with Ham Radio Prep. And KD2QQF makes a good point here. Only the tech pool is changing this year. It's there's 3 different, each pool changes in a different year. It's just each one is a 4-year pool, but they do change they do rotate in different years. So Super Tech Boy asking, has Ham Radio Prep considered expanding into a GMRS radio basics course? No, that would be GMRS Radio Prep, the new company launching in 2027. No, I'm kidding.
That's the one that I will open now. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't know
one
what it's
Catalina's
done.
Yep, the Caveman saying is KF0 VRP in Nebraska saying Ham Radio Prep and the bundle is well worth it. # general ticket. Awesome. All right. Super Tech Boy says he's glad he went in person to do the exam. Curious if anyone went the online route. I went the online route, and it was the best way to go for me. It was really incredible. So glad to do that. But yeah, absolutely, guys. We're coming up against the break. I think we've got time for a couple more field day comments here. I saw a couple here. Where did they go? Who's the contesting guru of WRL? Well, if the last weekend is any indication, James is the contesting guru of WRL.
I'm definitely not, but we're working with the WRTC guys. Those are the top 100 contesters in the world. So
and those are WRL. They will be streaming live
now.
Leaderboards.
I think I'll cover this. Do I have time to cover the Venezuela earthquake before we hit the break?
Let me hit a couple more comments here that's back referring to field day. Then if you don't mind, we'll go to a break and we'll talk Venezuela after we come out the other side.
Great.
So Peter says their club loved using World Radio League. Great job. We were using Starlink for internet. Some stations would sign out every half an hour, so it'd be great to get a notification when they sign out. So yeah, I definitely see that. The good thing about that is they keep right on logging locally. You just don't get those dupe checks synced until you sign back in again. But shouldn't be any loss of support there. Yeah, that was looks like Otis got some contacts from home. 21 contacts. That's awesome, Otis. And yeah, there's a lot of people love field day every year, and we were so glad. 2,000 participants, guys. What an incredible number for us coming from 700 last year. I mean, it was awesome for us. So we're really, really excited. All right, we're gonna go to break. We're gonna come back on the other side. James is gonna tell us about this Venezuela earthquake thing. Yeah, we're gonna jump straight to break here, and do not go anywhere because, like I said, we've got tons to talk about. We'll probably talk a little bit more about field day. If you have any more comments you want to throw in the chat, please do so. We're going to talk about WRTC updates, Morse mastery updates. I got a birthday shout out I'm going to give here in a little bit. And ham radio prep for schools is one of the big things going on in the company right now. So don't go anywhere. We want to share all of these things with you, and we will be right back after this short break. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. Great to see each and every one of my favorite peoples in the audience. All my fellow music lovers, technological prodigies, ham radio enthusiasts, all around and across the fruited plain and beyond. Welcome back. This is the America 250 episode. We are coming up on Independence Day, and boy howdy, we're excited. We've got some family plans for the weekend. I don't know what James is planning on doing. Sounds like the Argentinian Independence Day is next week, so I'm sure Catalina will be eating some asado and doing what Catalina does, right, Catalina?
Yeah, exactly. Well, there are other like meals for Independence Day here.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
hot chocolate or some other
Oh
things.
yeah, that's right. You threw me for just a second there, but it's in the middle of winter for you. So like hot chocolate. Are you crazy? Oh yeah.
Exactly. It's winter here.
Oh, that's funny. I want to highlight this. Zach says the new ham radio prep course idea is navigating the FCC course website. I don't know, man. I think that'll take more than the 15 video course. That's gonna be like, yeah, absolutely. It's
Impossible.
Steve Cody says, what's an affordable ham radio to start with? Currently, he has a Baofeng UV5R. Good. A Global PTP G-8. Never heard of that one. Yeah. So the UV5R is going to get you on the air with local repeaters and stuff. I would, if you're going to upgrade to general right away, I would look, if you're wanting one that's like really affordable, I would look really hard at the G90, the Xiegu G90. If you are wanting to do like a mobile, higher powered VHF, UHF that's like more than just a handheld, but still just gets your local repeaters and stuff. I've had good success with Anytone. I have a 5888 UV3, but there's probably there's so many options. The QYT KT8900D, I believe it's called. QYT. It's like when I bought it, I bought it before I became a ham radio. It's a GMRS radio. And you can unlock it for the ham band. And I bought it for like $89. It's like super cheap, 25-watt mobile radio. I mean, I'd look hard at something like that if you're wanting to do something there. So, yeah, absolutely. And if you're wanting a handheld one, we've got a guide on the best handheld radios. I think we have one in the affordable category. But yeah, if you're looking for affordable radios, you've already got the Baofeng, you're good there. You're probably going to want something like a mobile radio. And as soon as you get licensed, I don't know if they're still running it or not, but for a while, what's the company that runs the Gigaparts had a deal for an Explorer radio where you could get like a really good deal on it if you're a brand new a handheld. So
Yeah, another, I would say, kind of competitor to the Baofeng you might want to look at. I don't have one, but the Quansheng, UVK.
The super cool thing with the Quansheng K1 is that you can do CW, 2-meter CW with it. So if you're seeing Force KI7 QCF's videos on CW and the Brass Knuckles gang, I am a happily newly initiated member of the Brass Knuckles gang as of, why did I do that? As of Hamvention, and I am the Missouri OG. So I'm the first member in Missouri. So if you're seeing those videos and you're wondering how to do that, Quansheng radio. Absolutely.
And I dropped a link to a more detailed review. We have some videos that cover that. I'll drop a link to this Quansheng that Andy is talking about.
UVK1. I had it like in my watch list on Amazon, and they ran a really good Prime Days deal on it and sold out. So maybe there's another Amazon store that has them. I don't know, but the one that I was watching sold out.
I also want to I also just want to call out there. Somebody in the comments mentioned the POC link radios. I want to quickly call out the POC link radios are cool, but they're not ham radios. And there's a really big difference that I think people they watch the POC link marketing videos and get kind of confused by, because they basically say, oh, you can talk worldwide on these things and they're for emergency communications. Yeah. But these are using cellular networks for any long range. So
specifically, I think Steve has it for work, and it has a UHF setting on it that he uses to listen to local repeaters. But absolutely, the POC is not going to do you any more good than a cell phone. I mean, if you're in a situation where the you can't access the cellular networks for some reason, hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever,
the POC is going to be good for maybe a couple of even in their no grid mode. It's like, I think they have an onboard FRS radio, which is like a mile or two. So there's a big difference between what you can do.
Probably difficult to configure as far as repeaters go. So, yeah, absolutely. Couple more comments here. Super Tech Boy says we need to convince Elon Musk to put ham repeaters on Starlink satellites. I would be for that. Let's get some ham radio repeaters up there on the Starlink satellites.
Well, they had the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft on. They've done ham radio on SpaceX before. So
Fram 2 mission. Yeah, absolutely. This commenter says, I have been keeping a close listen to ham radio traffic on the earthquake and have actually relayed a couple of messages from there to the U.S. James, these earthquakes in Venezuela. Your wife is actually from Venezuela, correct?
That's right.
So you're kind of watching this situation pretty closely. Why don't you tell us kind of what's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you guys the rundown. I mean, it's really a humanitarian crisis. I mean, we're talking about two earthquakes back to back. The second one being a magnitude of 7.5. And I mean, really, it's a serious humanitarian situation. If you guys haven't, you can go and look up and you can see a lot of the destruction that's been happening. There's been people that have been trapped under these buildings as they've collapsed. It's been a lot of destruction in the country that doesn't really have the type of infrastructure to handle it. It's been amazing to see the outpour of support. Luckily, I have some in-laws and family that's in Venezuela. They are all safe, thankfully, but they have been loading up trucks and bringing waters and shovels and supplies to all of these.
That's awesome.
And I'm proud. I'm very proud of the response from the ham radio, the amateur radio community. If you were during field day, you probably saw the posts. We were keeping 7.135 megahertz free for this because local amateur radio operators were keeping that for emergency frequencies. I saw that reports were coming from one ham, Domingo Hernandez Lima, YV5IZE, who is the director of Venezuela's Radio Club's National Emergency Network. I believe he was the one that originally put out the call to keep that frequency reserved for emergency communications.
And what was that frequency one more time?
It was 7.135 megahertz. I believe it's still being monitored, still active. Many hams
40 meter frequency.
Yep, that's on the 40 meter band. And so even with all of field day happening, hams in the U.S. were preparing, practicing, having fun for emergency communications, but there was actual real emergency traffic happening.
Emergency going on. This is why we do field day, guys. This is why we do field day. This is why we do one of the reasons we do POTA. This is the real deal, guys. And of course, thoughts and many prayers for the wonderful people there in Venezuela whose lives were so impacted, devastated in many cases, just horrible circumstances. But we're praying for them. Most certainly we will be. Absolutely. But I saw a couple comments here. Where was it? I saw saw a comment here that somebody said that the before and after satellite images were absolutely terrible, which, I haven't seen them. I should look at them, but yeah, absolutely. And there it is. Yeah, the before and after satellite images are horrific. Yes. What a circumstance there in Venezuela. Yeah, I can't even hardly imagine the amount of devastation. Of course, we don't, here in Midwestern US, we don't really suffer from that, from earthquakes, at least not severe ones. And so it's, it's really kind of something that I haven't had that much direct experience with. So, to see this is just, yeah, it's really something.
Yeah, and look at and lots of clubs. Thanks everybody in keeping. Look, kept 7.13 to 7.14 off limits for field day. That is great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, thank you for giving the update there, James. Glad to hear it. I'm glad the ham radio community is getting kicked into gear and helping out. One of the commenters said that they were relaying messages. That's awesome. Go help out. Dial. We're not saying stay away from 7.135. We're saying if you go there to help, not to use it for something else. Go there to help. That's what we do. That's what we do as a ham radio community, is we help. So go there, help out, lend your services on 7.135 as much as you can to help them pass traffic. Family members are probably wanting to contact back and forth. So go there and do as much as you can. As much as you can. Absolutely. So all right. Dave does say that is the extra portion of the band. So, remember, if you're not an extra, you're going to need to avoid that altogether, unfortunately. But yeah, that's a good call out. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. All right. So, we've got a lot of stuff to cover here. And not a lot of time to do it in. Why don't we go ahead, James, and since you gave us a little bit of an inside baseball sneak peek a few minutes ago, why don't you tell us what's coming up with WRTC, when it's happening again, and what we are doing here on the home stretch to prepare for it?
Okay, well, as you guys know, the World Cup is happening right now in soccer, or football for our friends from Latin America.
Boo, soccer.
Okay, whatever you want to. Okay, in any case, very similarly every 4 years, just like the World Cup of Soccer, is the World Radio Sport Team Championship, where the 100 best operators come together to compete to be the top ham radio contesters in the world. And we at World Radio League were selected to be the live scoreboard. They loved what we were doing. They said, look, we want to work with somebody who's innovative, who wants to put a new esports style dashboard together for ham radio. And that's exactly what we've done. I'm going to give you guys I've showed it a couple weeks, but we've got even more stuff built in. So it's going to be your top leaderboard of all of the WRTC stations. You're going to see their QSO rates. You're going to have the spots in here, so you can go and try to work those stations, and you'll have these beautiful visualizations so you can see how those stations operate and score over time with all these different visualizations. What's really cool now is you can even click in, and let's see if I can find a team that's got a little data. You'll be able to go in and take a look at the team and see what has that team done, where are they operating, their QSO rate, their stats over time. And you can even compare two teams side by side. So if you want to see how is EU team 1 doing against EU team number 2, you can take a look and see their stats together. This is really going to be cool. Now, if you're at home, that's kind of cool to see what those stations are doing and their QSO rates and all of that. But what's also really cool is to check your own stats and try to work all 50 of the stations. So we've got this kind of bingo card visualization. You can go and try to work as many of. Now, these aren't actually their real call signs. They get call signs that are super secret and they won't be assigned until the actual contest. So you won't know what call signs they're going to operate with until right when the contest happens. But you guys will be able to get on the air.
Nice.
It's July 11th. It's only 24 hours, and try to work as many of the stations. They're going to be SSB and CW. They'll be on all the bands from 10 till 80, except for the, work the non-contest bands, 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80. And then there is even a top hunter leaderboard. So you as a hunter, you can compete to be the top hunter or the top hunter for your state or continent. So we're going to do that, and it's going to be an awesome contest. So tell everybody, if you haven't signed up for World Radio League, and so you can keep an eye on this, it is going to be just in 2 weeks. And I mean, as far as ham radio contesting goes, this is the top of the top tier.
This is the World Cup of ham radio. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. How many contesters? Sherry is asking, how many contesters are from the USA will be competing?
That's a good question. I know they have representatives from like every region, but I think I think you probably have a pretty good rep, because there's a lot of hams in the United States. I'd say you probably have 10 or maybe even 20.
Awesome. Benjamin has an awesome suggestion here. Bingo card stats for special event station contests like the 13 colonies. Well, that would be that bingo card you showed. That's ideal. That's perfect. I love that.
Absolute
that
incredible suggestion there. I love that.
For sure. So absolutely. This comment said, Andy, I can see the color of Catalina's face. Kind of matched James' shirt color when you said that. I referred to soccer by its proper name of soccer, and so I don't think Catalina was probably very happy with that. I got to be careful. I'm going to get HR strike if I'm not careful here.
Well, behave, Andy.
Yep, absolutely. NC Photos.
Say football.
NC Photos is saying, talking about the emergency frequency. If you're helping pass emergency traffic, everyone can help. That is exactly right. Yep. All right. So awesome stuff with WRTC. We're so excited about it as a company. This is like one of our biggest events. It's the biggest event we've probably ever done as far as the I don't know how you would say it. It's not the most participants necessarily, because you got these teams and all this, but it's the biggest structured event that we've done of the scale, and so we're really excited about this. So yep, absolutely. All right, so I'm going to pivot here a little bit. We're going to move over to some ham radio prep stuff for a couple minutes, but first of all, I want Catalina. I think Catalina found some really cool images from Field Day. People using World Radio League for Field Day. And Catalina, do you have those ready to go? Are you ready to share those?
Are you ready to take the control? Yay! Okay. Now we are going to watch some Messi scores. No, I'm just kidding. So,
I do have the power to put you in the back room, so be careful.
Yeah, careful, Catalina. I've learned this the hard way.
Yeah, no, I like this. So moving on. No, I'm kidding. Go for it, Catalina.
I don't know how to share here, like present, right?
Oh,
it's
okay.
like a little. It's
there's
the plus.
There's a little computer monitor with a plus in the middle of it at the bottom of your screen. There, can you see that?
Yeah. All
right, click that. Just a moment, folks. We will be right back with you. Oh man!
Just a second. Now I'm decided I will share and promote best Facebook group in the world.
Okay,
Can you
awesome.
see it?
Best Facebook group in the world. Let's get it up there. Let's go for it.
Exactly. So I will talk a little bit about what I found over Field Day, Max for Map Share project, and everything we're running right now. So there are a lot of cool maps. So if you are not in the World Radio League users group, you can send a request and we will approve. You need to have a World Radio League account. Also remember that you can sign up for free if you don't have that account, and you can test World Radio League. And there is like a great, there are a lot of great posts like this one that I don't know if you know, but if you get a contact with our CEO, James N0APX, you'll get like a special screen there that you made a contact with him. That's a great one, and I think that it's maybe a surprise.
And this is just James. I don't even get one of these big flashy splashes whenever you.
I should call CQ after the call here and get some more people to win.
James, after the show, not after the call. Okay.
That's what happens when you do too many calls.
Yeah, there's like a different color there. I love it. I want one of those. Yeah. Okay, so this was a cool one from Field Day from Jacob Patton. I don't know, maybe I'm mispronouncing. Then we have Bruce Reed, and he's always posting on our Facebook group. So thank you, Bruce. And what else? We have a great one. Well, Bruce again from Field Day. From Ernest, a big supporter here, also with a cool message.
Ernest is one of those guys that you meet him and you always remember him. He's way back. He was helping us out with World Radio League, so for sure.
Yeah. Then we have here Brian from Field Day too. He said, not a big result for me. Well, for me, that I haven't even make a contact, this is big.
Yeah, that's a lot of QSAs. How many QSAs do you have?
47.
47 in one day.
Well done.
It's kind of cool. I don't know. For me, it's cool.
Well done.
So, as I told you before, another one here. We are loving the new desktop app and tab control. Good work, guys. And look how it, like, that. This is beautiful. Like, beautiful, beautiful. So for the ones that don't know, we have a current project that it's called Max for Map Share. That if you share one of your maps, you get a point. As many maps you share, as many points you get. And at the end of each month, we will give 5 free maps to the people that share more maps. So these are participants. So for example, Brian got a point here. Ernest another point. So as many maps you share per month, as many possibilities you have to win one of these maps. And I totally recommend you getting inside this group because there is a beautiful community. And they share maps, they share doubts, questions. You get to know another ham radio operators, and it's a cool community. So you can share your thoughts, your maps, and everything. So it's cool to have you here. And that's something that you can do after Field Day. Share your maps on World Radio League, and you'll get more possibilities to win.
Absolutely. Yep.
I don't know if Brian Thorne is with us, but he has achieved. I think if you scroll up just a little bit, Catalina, he achieved the mug trifecta. He has won 3 mugs. Let's see, it's somewhere in here.
Yes, I know. Where is it? Here.
There it is. But there are 4. There is now a 4th. There is now a 4th. You must now compete for the 4th, Brian.
And he has his command center.
Ooh, that looks so good.
That's a shack right there. And
that's awesome. It's beautiful. That's a man that knows what he's doing on the radio. He knows his way around the radio. Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. All right. we're just about up to the next break here. So, James, you and I'm gonna let you and Catalina. Will you both be here after the break?
I will be here.
Catalina, come on.
It's like a pop quiz.
We need you to talk about. We need you to talk about Ham Radio Prep for Schools with James.
He always did it.
I try.
Well, I'm almost stay for half more hour. Like just that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, we're gonna go to break. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna give a birthday shout out, and then we'll roll into.
I'm waiting for that birthday shout out.
Yeah. Then we're gonna roll into Ham Radio Prep for Schools. Yeah. All right, guys. Do not go anywhere. We're gonna be right back after this very short break. See you on the other side. Are you ready to ditch that 90s ham radio logging software and upgrade to something from this century? Well, now you can. Welcome to a brand new era of software in ham radio, World Radio League. Whether you're a brand new ham radio operator just getting started or a seasoned veteran looking to upgrade your logging experience, World Radio League is the ham radio tool suite for you. Its sleek, modern design brings ham radio into today's world. No more digging through endless menus to find basic features. It's all right in front of you, ready to go with just a couple clicks. An extremely customizable logging interface is just the beginning. We integrate with 7 spotting networks to make finding your contacts that much easier. Plus, we offer many custom mapping and analytics tools so that you can view your contacts your way. We have all sorts of tools tailored to contesting, POTA, SOTA, WWFF, and other activities as well. And it gets better. With our cloud-based log storage, you can access your logs using our fully featured web interface in tandem with our robust mobile app. You can log into your account on any device and even log contacts offline, syncing them to your online account later. The best part? Logging with World Radio League is free. Just set up an account and start logging. Want to use advanced features like large log imports and analytics? Upgrade to a premium plan starting at only $3 a month. Join a huge community of ham radio operators at the fastest growing ham radio software platform available by creating your free account at worldradioleague.com today, or search for World Radio League in your favorite app store. Welcome back, everybody. Glad to see each and every one of you here. You know what? It is. Let me go ahead and fade this track out because it is. It is Independence Day week. Independence Day is this weekend, and I love this comment by Super Tech Boy. Says, as an immigrant, I love this country. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. We try to steer very clear of politics here on this show because it is such an absolute cesspool of foolishness. After a while, why can't we all just love God and love our country and be friends and family, and that's what America was founded on. That's what America's all about, man. Thank you for giving me the time there to play that. I really appreciate it. James, you're our other U.S. Citizen on the show. Did you have anything to add there before we move on?
Yeah, look, I think it's a great tribute, and it's a great, and I would agree. I would say, look, we're not a political organization, because our only goal is to get more people, get them their ham radio license, and get them on the air. And I think that in its own small way makes the world a better place. I'm proud of the United States, and I'm super proud of all.
Radio is all about.
It's what ham radio, and it makes, so regardless of your political affiliation, I think that ham radio makes the world a better place. And I think it makes, I've met amazing people from all over the world, like our good friend Catalina here, and people from. We have some other Argentinians on the call. We've got people from Europe. I was able to even go to the Friedrichshafen Ham Fest one year and go visit and meet people from all over Europe. So it's an incredible
absolutely,
hobby
absolutely awesome hobby, and it dovetails so well into the values that we enjoy and we like to talk about. So, all right. Ham radio prep. Let's talk about the next generation. Let's keep the ball rolling and get things keep things headed in the right direction. James, you pitched this awesome idea to us not that long ago, and I've been talking to some people about it, and they are so absolutely excited about ham radio prep for schools. Why don't you tell us about this? We even have it have it up on the site now. Why don't you tell us about this? How people? I'm going to
so little known fact is Catalina actually used to be a teacher. A lot of people don't know this. Catalina was a teacher.
That was the perfect response, Catalina.
So I'm gonna let Catalina tell you.
Meetings, and she is the teacher, boy.
She is the teacher.
You better straighten up.
So Catalina is gonna tell us about ham radio prep for schools today.
Yeah, this project touches my heart because I am a teacher. I am not teaching right now, but I am a teacher, and I am very happy about this project that James created. I think that it's big and it's very important. I think that, as Andy mentioned, they are the future, and it's so important that students learn about ham radio because it's a tool, and teaching is that you're giving tools to students to be better people and to become an adult in some way. And ham radio can help a lot of people in different situations, as we talked about Venezuela before. So this is a project that we started this year that it will give some free courses to students for teachers so they can actually study ham radio at schools with ham radio prep. And this is something that happened before. You can check some videos in the page that some teachers taught about ham radio before with ham radio prep, and it was a success. James is sharing with you like real classrooms, real teachers, real students learning with ham radio prep. I think that the structure of the lessons are like awesome to apply this for real classrooms. Like they can learn at their own pace, but also they can share the thoughts, what they've learned. They have tests, they have quizzes, so they can also keep practicing in their houses with their apps, with websites. So everything's prepared for apply this at classrooms, and it's so important to have this in the classrooms right now. So I know that classes are starting there. For me, it's very different. So in the US, classes are starting soon. So if you are a teacher, if you know a teacher, if this is good for you, just share the link. Yeah. And let's spread the word, and let's use ham radio prep as classrooms. Let's motivate young ham radio operators to get their licenses and be on the air soon. So that's what this project is about.
Yeah, so we're getting some questions in the chat. I got some questions when I pitched this to a stream last Thursday. And so I'm gonna ask questions here so we can answer them in front of everybody here. And James, Catalina, either one of you feel free to pop in here and answer this. Can any school apply? Public, private, charter schools? And I'm gonna add in here homeschool groups or people that can prove that they are part of a homeschool organization of some sort. Where all does this?
100%. All of the above, all of them apply. Don't do not apply because you're worried you're not going to be accepted. K through 12 schools, colleges, homeschools, co-ops, youth education programs, STEM clubs, maker spaces, career and technical ed, and more. Do the application. You click this link. All it is a quick and easy form. It takes 5 minutes to fill out. It's like, what's your name? What type of organization? How do you want to use the course? And that's it. You fill out that. Awesome. We will be right in touch with you to hook you up with your free courses for a classroom full of students.
Awesome. That's incredible. That is so absolutely incredible. Yes, we'll get the link in the chat right away, Greg. Thank you. And I'm seeing Terry's daughter's a teacher. Benjamin's wife is a teacher. Start letting people know, get people signed up because this is we're coming right into school season. I mean, it's just right around the corner. So definitely, Terry, yes, we'll try to clip that and get it posted as a short video, and so you can send that to your daughter. Absolutely. Great call out there.
And this stuff gets me excited. We're not a huge organization. We don't have limitless resources, but every time somebody signs up for Ham Radio Prep or becomes a member at World Radio League, we do have different ways that we try to pay it back. If you've seen us at Hamfest, we give away free technician, general and amateur extra books at Hamfest. A lot of times we give those to young people, Boy Scouts, things like that. We provide a lot of free software for the industry. We give out hundreds of scholarships to people who can't afford our courses every single year. And we do cool programs like this, like Ham Radio Prep for Schools. So we really try to, we try to do as much as we absolutely can to keep amateur radio growing. And it's thanks to support from you guys out there watching the live stream and who are members of World Radio League, or you've signed up and taken courses from Ham Radio Prep. That makes this all possible. So really it's not us. It's thanks to you guys who are at home watching this and have supported the organization in some way that makes these things possible.
Absolutely. And okay, so next question. Teachers, staff, students, who all qualifies?
Teachers and staff, I would say. If you are a student, you can fill out the application, but I would say we want this is really a program for
let me rephrase the question a little bit. Of course, we're going to be signing these up as full schools at a time. So once the school has access, who all within the school qualifies for the free study material, for the free, course? Is it just the students, or do teachers and staff, do any of those get access to that as well?
Yeah, the teachers and staff, there's a question in the application. It'll say, do you have do you have a ham radio license? If not, are you interested in getting one? We'll get the teachers and staff so they can, they need to be in the program so they can see how it works as well. Okay. If you're kind of on the fringe and you're not really sure if you should apply, just go ahead and apply. It's better to apply than not apply. But I'll say, it really is a program that's built for educators. So there are some limits of, where if you're not really an educator or not in one of the qualifying, there may be some people that don't qualify. But if you're on the fringe and you're not sure, just apply for the program.
And you're going to see a short video pop up about this later, maybe even a long form one. Share that out as far as you can get it. We want this in every school in America. Okay, let me pitch another question to you. Is there going to be for all the people watching, is there going to be a new system of studying for a classroom setting, or will each student get their own course, or will there be one course per classroom? How will that work? Or I should say one account per classroom. How does
each student gets their own account
Their own
because you
account.
need to be able to track your
Mhm.
progress. So
Agreed.
each student gets their own account, the teacher gets their own account. And I would say, I mean, Ham Radio Prep in particular is a great program for schools. Catalina said it herself because of the structure. Like students need a structure. They don't want to you don't want to just put them on taking free quizzes and practice tests, and they're not going to learn that way. But the Ham Radio Prep program, it teaches them a concept. You watch you watch a video, you read a lesson, you take the quiz, and you go through in a structured step-by-step format. So it's really the perfect program for
absolutely. And bombshell breaking news here. We're going to be releasing some videos to pair with the Morse Mastery app that we've talked about. We'll probably be including some of that in Ham Radio Prep. So students will be able to even go as far as learning Morse code in some cases. So that's going to be really, really awesome. Question here: the club that this commenter belongs to sponsors a high school class. Do they need to have the teacher contact us, or can they do it? I would recommend having the teacher contact. What would you say, James?
Yeah, get in touch with the teacher. You and the teacher come together and have the teacher fill out, or if the teacher doesn't have time, fill it out and give us your information and the teacher's information. We want to help you out.
Yeah, just make sure we've got both your information and the school's information. The teacher's email, whatever you can give us. The more you can give us on that, the better. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Absolutely. Super Tech Boy says I could help start ham radio clubs at schools that are run by the teachers and kids. Yeah, I've got a ham radio. We've helped him out before. A local, fairly local, I mean within the state school that has a ham radio club. We've given them ham radio prep courses, and a year or two back. And I'm going to reach out to him, let him know. At least I'm planning on let him know about this program so that he can get he's got a school ham radio club. So I can let him know about this, and he can keep his club active on Ham Radio Prep every year now, moving forward. So I'm really excited about this. Really, really excited about this. This is awesome, guys. This is absolutely awesome.
The future looking bright, guys.
What would be so cool is if we could get this so deeply rooted in some like homeschooling environments and things that it becomes an actual like homeschool elective, or even, high school elective, or what. That would be so awesome to have ham radio class as an elective. That would be so where you actually get credit doing that as opposed to whatever else they have. That would be so awesome. So this is step one of heading in that direction.
And as Jim told us, and when he came in, they're talking about a moon station.
Yeah,
I mean, like exciting things happening. Imagine you're getting into ham radio right now. By the way, Jason from Ham Radio 2.0 did a really great video debunking the fact that ham radio is on the decline. I might want to drop that if anybody has seen, because we have like double the amount of ham radio operators in the US we had like 30 or 40 years ago. Like we're like double. So imagine we get lots of these young kids in schools on the Ham Radio Prep program. They get their license. We've got a moon base coming. We've got all this new live contesting and things to get involved in at World Radio League. There's so much new hardware and things people are building. I mean, has there ever been a better time to be a ham?
Oh, it's awesome. And Clef says he was a novice in 1972. That was one of the old license levels you could get, was a novice. At 12 years old, it focused his interest towards science and engineering. Ham radio is the epitome of the STEAM program. I mean, really, this is STEAM education at its best. And I honestly think if we can get ham radio, specifically Ham Radio Prep, but ham radio in general as a school elective, I mean, how awesome would that be to have students who could choose to study ham radio as part of their high school graduating credits. I mean, that would just be absolutely incredible. Yes, Dave, I was talking about Jaron Tupper at Joplin. Yes, absolutely. Super Tech Boy asked if there's going to be a World Radio League School edition.
I can say, I mean, I think Andy has a little segment here we're planning at the end. We'll give you some more insights into some things that are coming next. But there's a full-on club.
Really cool for schools, clubs, that type of thing, but not directly just for schools.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of you guys who did field day with clubs, you know that you have to like log out and then log in with the club account and things. But we're building a full club directory within World Radio League, and we're going to make it seamless so you can go back and forth between your club account and your personal one for events and activations and things like that. So yeah, that's going to be, and it'll also make a really great, easy way for people to find clubs, because a lot of these new hams are not even. I mean, like, I was a ham for years, and like I had like North Fulton right over here. I went to some of the Atlanta radio, but I didn't even realize how good the other club was. I didn't realize how many people were in it.
Yeah, absolutely. For
and
sure.
Also, that's some. I will link that with something that you said, that we are giving like free things for people. Also, James and Andy do presentations for clubs for free. You just have to contact us, and they can give a presentation to your club presenting Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League. They will answer all the questions that your club has, and that's totally free. And you can introduce World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep to your club.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb here, because this is we're gonna have fun with this Ham Radio Prep for Schools. I can guarantee it. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that something that I think that we can commit to doing, and I haven't even talked to James about this. James is scared right now.
I'm like, okay, what's coming here? This is Andy's really teeing this one up.
We can abandon the
I think something that we could commit to doing is doing Zoom presentations for classrooms, honestly.
Yeah.
Talking about ham radio, answering questions. It's an in-person Q&A basically for classrooms and school clubs. I think this would be, it kind of similar to the club presentations, only just classroom full of kids that have questions about ham radio. Maybe all they've got is the course, and their teacher's not really, a ham radio operator, or hasn't been for very long or something, and they have questions. Well, we would love to come in and answer those questions. So we can even probably set up a portion on the Ham Radio Prep for Schools sites there, the Ham Radio Prep for Schools page, where you can, where you can request a class presentation. We'll talk in behind the scenes about doing that, but that's something that I would be very excited about doing.
Yeah. This is a kind of random one, but obviously Catalina's first language is Spanish. My first language is English, and then I learned Spanish, and my wife is from Venezuela. And there's also an overlap with learning Spanish, because any of you guys know, if you get on HF, you always hear some Latin America stations, and you hear some, and even
right around
field day,
14.260, 14.250, right? Those.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it has actually helped me. Like on field day, I was like working some Puerto Rican stations, and knowing Spanish helped me out.
Yeah.
And some of these guys are like at the club, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Now we can get more of the contacts, because
that's awesome.
So if you get somebody in your club that actually knows some Spanish, it'll help you out a lot, actually."
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, we're really excited about this. Like I said, we'll probably, James, if you're good with that, I would love to put a section up on the site where we can schedule classroom presentations. I think that would be really incredible stuff.
Okay, so I'll add that to the list. I think that's item number 3,471.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
No, but I'm kidding. That sounds great.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this. Just kind of hit me like a bombshell right here in the middle of the show. I'm like, man, this would be cool. Okay. Catalina, I know you're going to have to leave at this break, but we do have a question for you. What grade did you teach? Terry wants to know.
Oh, I was the first graders. I love kindergarten and first graders. I love teenagers. They are like awesome people, but I prefer the little kids. I love kids.
Catalina can't deal with all the teenage problems. Like, no,
No,
thank you. I
no,
like the little
you
kids.
can
No, kidding.
get more conversation. Like teaching English is kind of
Yeah.
difficult sometimes whenever they are teenagers. Why do I want to learn a second
Yeah.
language? So that
So
kind of
is
questions.
English a required language to learn in Argentina?
In most of schools, yes. Like private
Interesting.
schools,
That is so cool.
mostly.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
I
and
kind of-
public
cool.
also.
I kind of halfway wish I would have taken Spanish in school. I wish I would, I wish I would be able to do that. But
Well, if you can learn Morse code, you can pretty much learn anything.
yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Well, see, the deal is I was talking to somebody about this recently, and Catalina, I'm sure you found this. Language structures are so different that it's not just a one-to-one, this word means this and this word means this. You've also got the entire grammar of everything working together that it can be completely different from one language to the next. And it's so cool to think about that. But it also makes so much sense why some people who learn English as a second language or something, maybe phrase things a little bit differently. Well, it's because they're used to a certain sentence structure. I thought that was really cool. Anyway, I kind of nerding out about that, but I just thought that was really cool. That it's something as English being my only language, and I kind of hate that. I wish I knew more languages, but as English being my only language, it's something that,
I think Morse code counts as a language. You speak two languages at least.
Yeah, but as someone who's kind of been boxed in just in the English box all my life, I don't really think about the structure, the sentence structure, the grammar of other languages and how they're put together. So it was really cool when that recognition finally hit me.
We got Poda Power in the house. Julian Vaughn,
Hey,
what's
guys.
up,
Hey,
y'all?
Julian
Good to
Vaughn.
see you.
Great to see you.
Hello, guys.
Daughter teaches 4th grade. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. All right, we are up at the break once again. Stick around. This show has gone by fast, guys. We've got one more segment of the show coming up. Oh, I forgot to do the birthday shout out. Okay, we'll do it after the break. So we'll do the birthday shout out after the break. Then we're going to talk Morse Mastery, and James said it. We're going to talk what is next for World Radio League. Some really awesome and very cool stuff. Don't go anywhere. Catalina, thank you so much for coming along. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great week. See you next
We will
Monday.
see
Bye,
you
Catalina.
next
Thanks for
week
coming.
On the show, most likely.
Thank you for coming to the call.
Yeah. All right, back room for him. Thank you, Catalina. We'll see you. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Imagine setting up your ham radio in a state or national park like this one. Surrounded by nature.
And making contacts with people all over the world.
That's what Parks on the Air is all about. It's one of the most fun and rewarding ways to participate in ham radio.
POTA is for everyone.
Activators head out to parks to experience nature, while hunters try and contact them from home. With over 500,000 participants worldwide, there's an activation happening every day. And in fact, there's probably an activation going on in a park like this right now.
But if you're new, getting started can be overwhelming. From picking the right gear and antennas to setting up in the field, logging contacts, and following the rules.
That's why we created the Ham Radio Prep POTA course, your guide to getting started with Parks on the Air. We'll walk you through everything step by step, from choosing equipment to setting up, on-air operation, and logging.
This course will get you on the air fast and help you to avoid common beginner mistakes.
And even if you already have POTA experience, you'll find plenty of pro tips to optimize your station setup and operations.
We recommend having at least a general license for this course, but even if you're still a technician, this course will help you prepare for the next level and get ready to join in the fun.
POTA is an amazing way to build your skills, get in the outdoors, and connect with other hams around the world. So are you ready to start your next adventure?
Sign up for the POTA course today at hamradioprep.com. Welcome back, everyone, here on the World Radio League Show, episode 55. Here, welcome to the fourth half of the show. I am Andy N0APX, your extra host for the day, here on the cutting edge of technological evolution. And birthday shout out. Let's just go ahead and go for it. My brother, his name is Earl. His birthday is today, June 29th. Happy birthday, Earl.
Happy birthday, Earl.
A fantastic day. And Earl produces some awesome. He's an incredible musician. I think he got all the musical talent in the family for the last 3 generations. He's an amazing musician. Plays, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, steel guitar, bass guitar, piano. You name it, he plays it. Many instruments. So I'm going to link his channel where he posts some music here in the chat. He posts some beautiful, soothing music that speaks to the soul, and it's really just very well put together, very beautiful. Also, if you go to his YouTube channel, it links to his website where he sells some of that music. So go enjoy that music. Have fun listening to that. It's beautiful music for sure. He does an amazing job putting that together. So happy birthday, Earl. Hope you're having a great day. All right. So let's go ahead, James, and talk about was there anything we missed as far as field day goes that we still need to talk about before we move forward here?
I would just say, it was awesome. Like we've got a whole list of feedback and things that we learned. It was awesome. It doesn't mean it was perfect, but we tripled our numbers from last year. So I would just say, if we have a good idea of some of the things we need to fix. We talked about the sections. We fixed a couple things with the desktop app. There was one thing that some people may have noticed. If you log on the desktop app for like a really long time, eventually you'll hit a toaster error that'll your contact won't go in. You have to click out and come back in. We're going to fix that. But if you're not sure if if you ran into any issues or you have any feedback, there's a report a bug, and we just use that button like crazy. That is the best way to get in touch with us, because we see stuff in the live stream, we see stuff in our Discord and in our Facebook, but the report a bug, it goes in and it creates a log where we can see exactly what device you're on, everything to help you faster. So use that button like crazy.
Absolutely.
I would
use
say that's
it like your life depends upon it.
Yeah. That's a funny way to say it, for sure.
That's because ours does. All right.
Yeah, we need those bug reports, and we need that feedback. So don't hesitate to let us know.
All right. Morse mastery, James. How you liking the new layout here, man?
It's beautiful. I love the new menu that you added here. This is becoming a quick, free, awesome resource for learning Morse code.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm talking to team members who are, studying Morse code for the first time, and they're just telling me how it's addicting, and they're learning so fast, and it's just so incredible. And I'm just thrilled, just so excited about this. I did say, I think in a week or two ago, that the Veil adapter works with the V-band setting. I am sorry. I have since heard information. Somebody tried to use the Veil adapter and it didn't work. So I now have a Veil adapter on order, and I will get it working in the very near future. That is the plan. So, do not fear. The Veil adapter will definitely be set up. But yeah, we are absolutely going to get it set up. It's just possibly not completely working yet. I think there was some functionality that was working with the V-band setting, but yeah. Does this have CW games to test your skills? Absolutely. So we have a whole CW game section. This needs work still. This is one of the sections that I'm kind of saving to the last to work on in depth, because the course is really the foundation, and it is just what you need. But the games do work. A daily challenge is a good one you can get started with. That's one that does work. And there's, we're gonna have some with friends games. You can also go to the live Morse chat here. Enter the live chat.
This is really fun.
Yeah, this looks like there's some people who've been in here chatting. And see, I can just send. Let's see here. There, I can just send a message.
CQ. I see. I know that. I don't even know CW yet, but I can recognize that.
Yeah, CQ.
Good old CQ call.
DE is DE means from. So that's your CW tidbit for the day. And
that's actually Spanish, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, DE means like from in Spanish, basically. Or
cool. Yeah, it's right now it grabs a question mark when it doesn't know what you sent. I accidentally sent a scrambled extra character or two. That's why it sent that. So you can actually send an actual question mark by going did it. So there we go. That sent a question mark for real.
Ooh, I like that one.
Ooh, Zach's online. Let's see here. See if he'll answer.
That's crisp, Andy. That's crisp.
Yeah, for some reason the screen share is not wanting to show everything. There we go.
What words per minute are you set to right now?
I'm set to, let's see here. I'm set to 22.
Nice.
Yep. And I'm using the Halakey MIDI adapter, which is becoming my favorite adapter. And of course,
which one did I get? Do you remember? I think I've got
the V-band adapter.
I've got the Ham Radio Solutions.
Oh, I think you also had a V-band adapter, didn't you? That you got for the whole team.
Yeah, I have a V-band around here somewhere.
Yeah, we haven't set up the Ham Radio Solutions one yet. I don't think. I think that
it works.
It works. Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
I think it only works on Windows or something.
No, the Ham Radio Solutions is the V-band. That's the same thing.
I thought you were talking about the other one that's like. Okay, apparently Zach.
Yeah, there's another one. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, I'm using the modern Morse nameless paddle. I love that. Using that paddle. It's an incredible paddle. It's a great paddle, I should say. But yeah, so yeah, I can say since Zach's not answering, I can just go. $72, which is the QRP version of the more popular. Well, let's try that again. Let's here. I can just click the Save Now button if I want to get that. I can delete.
This is so cool, guys. Just click this. I'm gonna drop the link to this. Just click this, and you can go watch Andy's chat right now. This is so cool.
There we go. 73.
I'm looking at. Yeah. Is anybody else in there? Okay, yeah. Who's KG?
James is in there. James, send me something. Send me a message.
It's going to be so embarrassing. Here, I'll just let me send my call sign.
We're all here learning together. We are Ham Radio Operators Anonymous.
Yeah, Ham Radio Operators Anonymous. Let me get my key plugged up.
Right,
okay, wait, who's KG6GO?
Ah, there we go. There's Zach.
Dawn. KG6GO Dawn. Okay, cool. You know what would be cool? We could integrate the profiles on here onto WRL, so you could click their profile.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So I could be like on Morse Mastery and then click over and be like, oh, that's Dawn.
Yes. That'd be incredible. Zach, for some reason, I'm not getting. He's using Veil. Yes, Veil is the one that I'm having issues with, Zach. I'm sorry. Veil's the one that we're having to work on. You can use your keyboard instead of using an adapter. You can use your computer keyboard and set it up to use iambic A and D keys. So you can just use your A and D keys as an iambic paddle, basically, or your space bar is a straight key if you want to set it up that way. So. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see here. James, are you ready to go? Are you sending yet?
Okay, I'm in here. I'm gonna set my words per minute to 15, I think.
Good. I'm gonna see on my side if I hear you at 15 or if I hear you at 22 because it's set at 22 on my end, but I think it will convert it to 22 on my end if I'm not mistaken.
It says I'm connected, but it's how do I check my key is connected?
Dave asked if you can just type a message and the app send it for you. I thought about that. We may do that eventually, but the whole point of this is to learn Morse code. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if we're going to add that yet or not. Good thought. I've thought of that too. But the whole point of the whole app is to learn Morse code. So we're going to have to, we're going to have to see if that fits in our plan.
Yeah, my keyer.
Okay. Did you go through the setup? Did you go into setup here? And make sure you've got your keyer configured with the right keyer and the right. Ooh, somebody just sent something. KF8GUN.
I've got it connected, but maybe it's not being the USB port or something. Yeah.
Somebody suggested if somebody's using Morse Master, you can see them on WRL spots. That would be kind of cool. If it's like a followed operator or something and they're operating on Morse Mastery, it'd be kind of cool to see that pop up on World Radio League.
Yeah, I gotta figure out my keyer. This is fun. This is so fun. I'm not even in here and I'm having fun and I'm trying to figure I'm trying to get in. I don't know if my key won't connect.
There you go.
Okay, I'm in here.
The only thing you can't send in here is a proper Roger, which is annoying. It sends as EN.
Okay, I keep sending a question mark.
Yeah, whenever it doesn't know what you said, it just basically sends a question mark. I probably ought to change that.
Okay.
I probably ought to adjust.
It's weird.
That.
I can't. Yeah, I got to play with this a little bit more. But we got 6 people online. That's cool. I like the hi, James.
There we go. So I got an extra.
That's a cool call sign. Somebody's got KF8.
KF8GUN. Yeah.
GUN.
There we go.
You got him clean that time.
Yeah. I like just going in here and just setting the alphabet because it's so fun. You can go.
That's kind of a fun exercise. Send the whole alphabet.
Yeah.
Keep going. Q. Oh my gosh. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Boom. Yes. Wow, that's impressive. The whole alphabet. That is cool.
Can't believe I did it without any mistakes that time.
That was a full perfect alphabet send. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So absolutely. So yeah, this thing I did hear some feedback from somebody that was very impressed by the decoder. Apparently it is a better decoder than some other options. So I was glad to hear that. If you find otherwise, please let me know. but it does seem to decode pretty well at this point. So I'm pretty happy with that. So
Yeah, there's a send feedback button in there too. That's nice.
Right here. Boom. That actually sends a bug report straight to our bug report software. So let us know if you have any issues. James, I think you actually configured that. And I just piggybacked off of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can go in here and just practice. You can practice your sending. So if you
Hey, did-ah.
Apparently this thing needs a little bit of help. Let's see here. Why is the just practice not working?
Hey, did-ah.
Oh well, we'll fix that. Anyway, you can whenever I'll figure out what's going on here. But when we get the bug worked out here, you can actually pick which character set you're on, so that you can pick which one you want to study, basically. So it will just let you practice only the character set that you're comfortable with practicing as you go. So really cool there. So yes, absolutely. And you can, if we've got all the defaults, we got this thing set up to where it will onboard you and get you set up with the best defaults if you're a beginner. But if you're more advanced, you want to edit the study pace. We have recommended, faster start, experienced, or even custom, where you can adjust the Farnsworth and minimum lesson speeds if you want to.
What I really like about this for like somebody like me who's a beginner is that it just takes you step by step. Like I love that you can go into because a lot of the other tools that I've seen, they really kind of throw you into the deep end. This one just takes you into step one.
Yeah, exactly. And you're always going to have this, you're always going to have a suggestion. Okay, here's where you need to, this is the next thing you need to do. You've made it this far. This is the next thing you need to do. Go ahead and move on. You're always going to have that suggestion somewhere. It's going to say, this is what we recommend you do next. Instead of going and trying to play a game with only 2 lessons experience. No, we recommend you go back and take the next lesson so that you can build up that confidence and, and get on the air. So module, this course section, module 1 is ready to go. This one is operational, and I'm hearing good feedback out of it. Module 2 is still kind of under construction. It's probably functional, but it needs some stuff worked out of it. But we are closer than we have ever been to having this thing ready for public launch. So I'm so excited. James, I know you're excited about this. And we've been having so much fun putting this together. And we're gonna have a team challenge. I mean, hopefully in the team meeting this week we can get kicked off on a little bit of a team challenge, maybe, James. I don't know. We'll
absolutely.
talk to Catalina about that. Yeah, absolutely. All right, James. We have 9 minutes left in the show, and we promised people we'd talk about what's next for World Radio League. James, what's next for World Radio League?
I think that's it. And look, this is like a special treat for the people.
Sorry,
if you
Zach.
made it,
sorry, Zach. I'll be back right after the show.
and if you made it this far, you got like a special treat, I guess, a sneak peek into some of the things that we are planning to do and that we are really excited about for the future. And I guess before I give some sample of the things we're thinking about, a couple things to call out is that, the overall mission of what we're trying to do with World Radio League is to get people more active, more on the air, help people learn more about amateur radio and improve their skills, and to make new connections and new people all over the US, but also all over the world. So that's kind of what drives our decision making about what we're trying to do. I think we're at over 80,000 users right now. I really look at things like POTA as a huge inspiration because look at how much good POTA has done for amateur radio. It's just it's an incredible service, and it creates so much energy. And I think that there's a big opportunity with World Radio League to continue that mission and give other new and interesting ways in addition to POTA, by making contesting more accessible for more people, by new and interesting and different kinds of contests and activities that you can do. So I'll break what we do into kind of a couple pieces. What World Radio League? It's you're logging, and and QSOs. So that's, just your logging interface, but plus the ways you integrate. It's the analytics and awards. So great ways to explore your logs, to win awards, and that's just mostly ways to like track your skills and track the things that you're doing on ham radio. It's the community, which is everything from being able to look up call signs, see people's profiles, and things like that. And it's the contesting and gamification, I guess you could say, that makes ham radio fun and exciting. So you're going to see new things from us in all of those 4 key areas of the platform as we continue to grow. A couple things that I'm like most excited about that are coming very soon is the club support, the club directory, being able to have more built-in clubs. I would also say some of the next generation ham radio contests. We're going to start not just supporting other contests, but really building in some very World Radio League specific types of contests and games that you can get involved in. Somebody mentioned special events and kind of the bingo card for special events. We want to add better support for special events. We are going to be building in a QSL card generator right inside the app where you can send and receive QSL cards. And then there's so many things that we'll call like mini features that are small enhancements to the software that it's going to make a big difference. That for this month, there's a lot of spotting enhancements that are going to be rolling out. There's enhancements to improve CAT control and better support for TCP CAT control at this point. I think we're working on some improvements for Flex. We're going to be releasing an API. We are going to be, oh my gosh, there's so many things. A band map visualization is one I'm really excited about. Having a band map is huge. Rodney, NetLogger function.
This is on the roadmap
This is on the roadmap.
Like,
so what do you guys, I mean, I'm just listing some of the things that are off the top of my head. Most of our great feature requests come from you guys, like Rodney drop something in the comments that you want to see. What is the most important thing you guys want to see? Oh man, Terry with the just excellent one here. Yeah. WSJT, this is very high on the roadmap. Yeah. We want to get it into the desktop app, the WSJTX support. You can, if you don't know, you can do it via the integrations app today, but we're going to add it into the desktop app. So while other people are adding, Andy, what are you most excited about?
Man, there are so many things to be excited about. I know you covered a whole lot of them, and but there are so many that we don't even have time to cover on the show today. But some stuff I'm super excited about, something that we're not going to talk about today.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to say it or not, so
I'm leaving that up to you to break that news. But I'm not gonna break it until you do. So I'm super excited about some stuff that we're not going to talk about yet, or at least I'm not going to talk about yet today, unless James does. But the QSL card generator, that's going to be a fun one. All the club features and net logging. Net logging is going to be so huge, and also some kind of behind the scenes stuff where it makes it easier for us to put together contests, configurations, and things. And what came up a lot today was the 13 Colonies event. Some better special event support. I mean, it's going to be so awesome. Yeah, that's James. That's up to you to break that news whenever you want to. I don't care if you break it today, but it's a bombshell, so I'm not going to do it.
Well, guys, I mean, one thing is for sure, we are not slowing down. The WRTC, I think we told you guys that the WRTC is taking up a lot of our time because it's a competition that's only every 4 years, and you can't mess it up. There's 50 Raspberry Pis installed with 4G LTE connections and beaming all those QSOs up to the cloud, and we have to make sure that across 50 Raspberry Pis nothing goes wrong. So I'm amazed that we've actually been able to do as much as we have even while doing WRTC. But after July 11th, when WRTC goes live, it's right back to business as usual on the new features.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's coming right up. You're going to see us speed right back up here very soon. And we, believe you me, that we are so excited about WRTC, but we are also so ready to get back to hammering out on our roadmap, because I mean, we have such awesome things coming along, and we're really excited about it. I want to say, Zach, I'm not having the lag issue with my Halakey MIDI, so we'll definitely, I'm getting a Veil adapter. We'll check into it and find out what's going on there. Thank you for calling that out. The keyboard shouldn't give you the lag issue either, really. So yeah, we can chat about that. Also, Rodney is down to 38 hours until retirement.
Wow,
Congratulations, Rodney. We won't do a show on the day you retire. So congratulations, early congratulations on your retirement. I hope it is just amazing, and you get plenty of time to operate on the radio. Super Tech Boy asking, what else shows do we attend? We know we go to Dayton, we go to Huntsville, we go to, I'll let you tell them what we go to, Jason.
Yeah. You got it. Dayton, Huntsville, and Orlando. We go to the big three. I also go to the Stone Mountain Hamfest.
And I go to several local ones around my area. There's Joplin, there's Smark, there's I'm planning on going to Nixa, all things being equal. There's Aurora Hamfest. I'm hoping to go to SparkCon later this year. So yeah, several around my area representing World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep brands. And Terry wants us to come to Pigeon Forge. So
he is persistent on that. I know, Terry. You were not giving up on taking us to Pigeon Forge.
Terry, what you need to do is you need to go represent us at Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, there you go. Terry, you could run the Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League booth at Pigeon Forge.
And Zach is coming to Huntsville and helping James run the booth. So
and he's going to be the other side of the table this time. That's going to be nice.
Yeah. He was the other side of the table at Dayton, but it was him and Maggie coming back to talk to me for a while. So that was a lot of fun. Yes, Dave, Joplin is only a couple months away, and I'm excited about it. Yeah, Maggie's going to be helping out the booth too, James. So that's awesome. Guys, it's nice. The end of the show already. We are already here. Me and James are probably going to talk for another hour, but y'all won't be able to hear us. So thank you all so much for coming along for a fabulous show here, episode 55 of the World Radio League Show. We appreciate each and every one of you so very much. James, anything before we go? Any last words?
Thank you, everybody.
All right, thanks everybody. 7-3. We will see you next week for episode 56 of the World Radio League Show. Be good. 7-3. N0APX is clear. Did it?